Rapport building, the foundation of strong therapeutic relationships. Rapport building is a simple core value within occupational therapy and more broadly health professionals. However, it is undervalued and often disregarded as an important part of the occupational therapy process. Without it, consumers can feel invalidated and unheard. However, when established, has the potential to foster an environment where the consumer feels valued and heard, which promotes trust and respect. Building rapport helps to strengthen the therapeutic relationship. This e-poster shows a visual representation of rapport building and its effect on therapeutic relationships. The more attention and effort you put in, the stronger the relationship, which commonly leads to more successful outcomes. Whilst working with a consumer who I'll refer to as Mrs. Smith, I experienced firsthand the importance of rapport building and its impact on the therapeutic relationship. Mrs. Smith was diagnosed with dementia and was admitted following a fall, which resulted in her fracturing her humerus. When discussing Mrs. Smith with members of the multidisciplinary team, it was communicated that Mrs. Smith can become agitated and irritated quite easily. Mrs. Smith often disrespects the nurses and members of the team, and they often experience significant difficulty engaging with her. I engage in a narrative-style interview to build rapport and learn more about Mrs. Smith's past, her roles, her interests and hobbies, her family, and her home. Initially, Mrs. Smith was reluctant to disclose much detailed information. However, the longer I sat with Mrs. Smith, the more comfortable she became, and she opened a little more. I continued to build rapport with her, and by building rapport, Mrs. Smith began to voice her wishes and concerns with me during her admission. Some related to what she would like to do on the ward, others general in nature. Members of the team provided consistent feedback regarding Mrs. Smith's improved mood, reduced agitation, and overall cooperativeness on the ward. This increased Mrs. Smith's level of engagement in physiotherapy and occupational therapy, resulting in more successful outcomes. It was evident that by building rapport and strengthening the therapeutic relationship, that Mrs. Smith felt more comfortable, less agitated, and had a higher level of trust and respect for the whole team. The presented case study highlights that prioritizing building rapport with consumers fosters positive outcomes for both the consumer and the therapist. It can be acknowledged that while in a fast-paced, time-limited clinical setting, rapport building can be difficult. However, it should continue to be a focus to develop strong therapeutic relationships. Occupational therapists who are practice-ready should continue to remind themselves and reflect upon the undervalued core skill of rapport building. Thank you.